You are listening to a podcast of the Geek IO Media Network. For all of our shows and more, visit geek-io.net. And to help support the network, head over to patreon.com/geekio.
Hello, gentle listener. While Geek IO holds its talent to the highest standards, what follows will likely involve the sort of language usually reserved for sailors on leave. If you're of a delicate disposition, then perhaps you would consider a different podcast.
Calling all geeks.
Geeking out across the globe. Hold on to your butts. It's the Geek IO Show.
The Geek IO Show.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Hello and welcome to your Geek IO Show. This is episode number 290 freaking 5, you guys. We are 5 episodes away from the big freaking 300. And I could not be more excited. I am CJ, the pre-show text, Boat.
I am Carrie, not used to going this far ahead in the list, Wilcox.
And I am Josh, the comfy middle.
And Rachel is here, but she's a squeaker toy tonight.
Squeaky! Ootini!
Ootini! Yeah. Oh, man. So we're going to have a high-paced, high-action, high-energy show for you guys tonight. We're going to be jumping through fiery hoops. We're going to be punching Nazis, because I could say that because Dale's not here. And we're gonna change the world at its very, very core. No, that's not a thing that's going to happen tonight. It's going to be a very chill show tonight, you guys.
Oh, man. I better call the clown and let him know we canceled.
Actually, according to the show notes, it's episode 294.
Yeah, well.
Numbers.
Nobody's perfect. Also, I'm going to call the clown Dale! He's working. It sucks. He was supposed to be on tonight.
Alas. Alack.
Iraq? Nophobia.
Alack. Alack. Alack, 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 alack. Ooh.
Oh,
That
man.
was a Focus Focus reference.
So, yeah, if you can't tell what kind of show it's going to be, you guys, there you go. This is what you're getting. How have you guys been?
It has been a couple of weeks.
Hey, thanks for the follow over on Mixer. Appreciated. Hey, we have Mixer channels, you guys.
I don't know what that is, but thanks for the follow.
It's a Twitch competitor
Okay.
that Microsoft has put its money behind.
Oof. Microsoft money.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Until Twitch started doing a lot more integrations, Mixer was like beating it down. Like they had a better audio, they had a better video codec. Like buffering was better. They had a whole lot of really cool low resource intensive tie-ins and everything like that were all first party.
And not to mention, sometimes you just need a mixer for things.
Exactly. It was what the hell was it used to be called? It used to be called something else. I don't remember what. And then they, because they actually went over to back to the Justin TV. You can record, you can broadcast whatever you want to here before Twitch did. And I think that's where they changed over to Mixer because life is a party. This isn't EXD. What are you talking about? I say hello and welcome on every show because hello.
He's talking about the yelling for Dale.
Oh. I just yell for Dale because it's fun to yell for Dale. Dale's my safety blanket.
Over the hills in Dale?
Exactly. So it's been a week, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, bit like an EKG, a lot of ups and downs.
Fair.
That's for sure.
It's very fair.
As we mentioned a while back, Carrie and I were in a car accident.
Yeah.
We're fine. My car is fine. My insurance is trying to give me trouble over my coverage. So I had to spend Monday morning at a legal office talking to a lawyer.
Oh boy.
Because Tuesday I had to go see a doctor that the insurance wanted me to see so that they could try to cut my benefits short. So we'll see whether or not I get to call up my new lawyer and say, hey, do the thing.
Fair.
Yeah, they're also going after Lyft because Lyft isn't telling the police who hit us.
That's illegal.
Hence the lawyer.
On a different note, did you see that we have a new Batman?
No, do not even. We are not discussing that atrocity.
What's a Batman?
It is a franchise that they are desperately trying to apparently murder.
Listen here, nobody wants to hear about triple nipples.
Yeah, the bat nipples are going to be super huge and super sparkly in the new bat
No,
suit.
they're lopsided and missized.
I mean, I care more about Cedric Diggory than what's his bucket, so...
Bat nipples.
See, the issue is he wasn't even great. Like, so me and Professor Shy Guy are going back and forth on Facebook. Sorry, I'm just going to drop that name real quick. And he's like, he's a great actor. He's been in a lot of artsy stuff lately. That's nice. I haven't seen any of that artsy stuff. So all I have reference point for him is Edward and Cedric Diggory, both of which he wasn't fantastic in. I love the character of Cedric Diggory in the books, but Robert Pattinson in the movies just didn't do it for me. Grayson agrees with me. Or disagrees with me. It's hard to tell.
I enjoy Grayson's comedic timing.
He does have great timing. I just will never forgive Voldemort for casting the killing curse on him and turning him into a vampire. I will just never forgive him for that.
I'm just more like DC seems oddly obsessed with Batman and Joker specifically.
I mean,
where they've just got this revolving door of actors constantly playing both roles.
I mean, for Joker, it kind of makes sense. Because Joker comic continuity is strained.
I'm also just tired of hearing about it. Batman has so many other campy villains. Play with some of them for once.
yeah, like, where's the Eggman now?
He's
What
in
has he
Sonic
been
the
up to?
Hedgehog.
I stand by my opinion that the Lego Batman movie is the best Batman movie we've had in a very long time.
Oh, by and far. Like, the Lego Batman movie is...
That is the only Batman movie that should exist in recent incarnation.
I say, in this decade, yes. Because even the animated stuff that is strictly Batman has been a little... I mean, you can cut a diamond on the edge of those.
Except for Batman the Brave and the Bold.
Yes.
That show was fantastic.
But that was last decade, I think, wasn't it?
Maybe.
But yeah, so insurance is trying to fight Josh getting proper medical care. And we told our doctor this, who is on the board of medicine, by the way. And her response was, we have a lawyer, don't worry about it. Well, here's the thing. For the past several years, insurance companies stopped doing independent medical reviews on her.
Yeah.
Because every single time it got ruled that she knows what she's talking about.
Fair.
Go figure, the woman who has, who is more heavily published than some best-selling authors and is on the medical board, knows what she's talking about.
Radical concept, that.
I know, it's wild.
This is why I call her Dr. Mom, too, because she fucking looks out for her patients.
That's fair. I like doctors who do that. They sadly have started. I mean, they've gotten actually. I think the swing is going back the other direction. You have, at least in my experience, you're starting to get less and less of the angry ambulance chasing kind of doctors because I think they've been malpractice suited out of existence.
Malpractice suited out, and also Facebook, Google Plus, social media reviewed out.
Yeah.
If I can Google a doctor's name and read dozens upon dozens of patient write-ups about this person's empathy, their bedside manner, as well as, hey, this person's diagnosis was spot on and I haven't had an issue since.
Yeah.
And I mean, granted, you're going to get those weird outlying cases that are a challenge for the best of doctors, but when the vast majority of patients are saying, hey, I trust this person and we have a good rapport, maybe that person is a good doctor.
Yeah, exactly. That is a... yeah, it is definitely the modern world has gotten better. It made people take more than a single look and trust more than just their one friend. Because their one friend could be an outlier that the doctor happens to appreciate their personality or something along those lines. But to Tim Jones next door, he is a raging dickmonger.
And I mean, I'm one of those weird outlying patients. I am a challenge for a world-recognized doctor, but I also recognize her expertise, and she's doing a damn good job on me, even though my body's taking a while to cooperate with her.
Hey, but the fact is that she is taking her time with you. And I've just, I mean, it could, like I said, it could just be my personal, like, everybody I'm talking to, but then again, I also do research on doctors and things like that. I've seen less and less of the angry aggro doctors.
Yeah. Also, people are standing up to their familial expectations a lot more. I feel like people are less likely these days to become a doctor because mommy and daddy said to than they were in the past.
That is also fair.
You know, there's a big difference between I am becoming a doctor because this person in my family inspired me to and I want to, versus, well, my family expects me to be a doctor, so I guess I'll be a neurologist or whatever.
You have two choices, doctor or engineer.
Yeah, people are discovering that they are human beings, not just leaves on a tree.
Not to mention the way they're treating medical interns these days, you better fucking want it. It's not worth it if you don't care.
Yeah.
But on the upside of the coin, our solar got turned on this past week.
Yay! And speaking of what we've been doing this week, maybe we should...
Gadgets, games, and gizmos.
Indeed, this is Gadget Games and Gizmos, where we talk about the stuff that we have been doing this week. So what was that about? Something solar, something?
The power of the sun in the roof of our house.
Yes, so Robot House is joining you tonight, courtesy of Tesla and the sun, which is in fact a deadly laser. We finally got legal permission to turn on our solar panels, thanks to harassing Duke Energy a whole bunch. I didn't actually have to harass them. I just had to call them and remind them that we exist and that we are aware that they are sitting on our application, and that makes them move it.
That's a fair thing to do.
Yeah, just following up. Well, let me see if we have something for you. I know you do. You received it on this date per this email from Tesla. Oh yeah, it's right here. No shit, it's right there. I just told you you have it. So we finally got permission. We got our account switched over to active status, and then Josh and I together flipped the switch. Actually, it was kind of great because there's 2 circuit breakers that needed to be turned on and then the big switch on the inverter.
Oh.
And each of the circuit breakers has 2 little breakers to flip.
Mm-hmm.
So each of us got to do one and like push them together. And it was like in the stages of igniting a rocket. And then the switch on the inverter was big enough for both of our hands to fit on there. So we literally did every step of it together.
That's fantastic.
That's saying something with my meaty ass hands.
And we finally got our app working, so we can now track. And do you want to show the lovely people, Josh, how much energy we've produced since Saturday? Because we turned it on Friday after the home game, so it was dark. So it just immediately went into night mode. Go figure.
Yeah.
But there's this nifty little app that the Powerwall has that lets us track energy consumption. So that you might want to isolate it to just the solar, because you can't tell which one is which.
So far, since Saturday, we have generated 184 kilowatt hours of sweet, sweet green energy.
Yeah, spot the rainy days.
Right. I'm more just happy with the fact that even on the rainy days, we were still generating power.
Yep. So far, I think we're at since we've flipped the switch Friday night, Saturday going into today, we are 99% self-powered.
Let me look it up for you on this handy dandy app. Yep, for the week so far, we are 99% self-powered. 87% solar, 12% from the Powerwall.
Nice. That's awesome.
It really is.
It doesn't feel like a big change for the environment, right? Like one house. And then I log into our My Solar City account, and I can pull up a map of every solar customer in Pinellas County just for Tesla Solar. And seeing the sheer amount of little pinpoints on the map really makes you realize how much it adds up when everybody does what we can. You know, whether it's just making a few little changes to reduce energy consumption or going whole hog into solar, all of us doing what we can, where we can, to our own individual levels will really make a difference. Yes,
Yeah.
Coop, it is as addictive as everyone said it was. I will sneak away at work for 2 minutes to look at the app and see, like, oh, look, the air conditioning is running.
Yeah, like there are a couple spots a little further north from us, actually, where there are so many little flags on the map for solar that you can't see each individual one. It's just this bar of flags in this one neighborhood, and it's like, ooh, I like this neighborhood.
It's probably that's North Pinellas, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that up there is. They know what's up there.
Yeah.
Also, affluence will do that for you.
Yeah.
North Pinellas is not a poor side of town.
No, it is not. But yeah, just, you know, I mean, and you can see it driving around Pinellas County, how many houses have solar panels these days, and it's awesome. And also, it's nice to give a big old one of these to our local electric company. Because while the people in the call center were very nice, and they're just, you know, low-wage call center workers doing their job, the people who run the power company that supplies everyone on this call with power are a bunch of terrible people.
Yeah.
So I really like that we don't have to give them any more money except for the connection fee, because you're not allowed to be off grid in Florida.
Yeah.
But the fact that we can just pay $10 a month to be connected to them, which is stupid to require that, but whatever. And not have to buy their product from them feels really nice.
Very fair. What else you guys been up to?
Josh?
Well, since it's been a little while since we've been on the show, unfortunately, my birthday was at the end of April, and as nobody's surprise, there we go. I was waiting for it.
I had to get back to the screen.
Pause for dramatic effect. Coming in at nobody's surprise, I got a bunch of new robots.
Yeah, robots.
Of particular note is this adorable, chunky little boy. His name is Delta. He is a Triceratops, and he turns into a box. Tricerabox.
Tricerabox.
But he is adorable and blue, and I love him. Got some new dice.
Ooh.
Because Carrie and her ridiculous Kraken addiction.
Kraken is right.
So these are lovely, lovely dark blue and silver and sparkle ever so nicely in the light.
For Kraken fans who are listening, they are the Sapphire Black Magic with silver ink. Pretty sure it was announced on the Discord group.
All of the...
Also, you're friends with him on Facebook.
Yeah, what's your excuse?
Yeah.
Also, in terms of tiny adorable things, and because something very near and dear to my heart, we have tiny robotic gorilla. He is adorable. He can be a gun or a hammer.
But not both.
Well, I mean, there's two of him, so he can be both, actually. And there's a couple of model kits back there, which are going to be so much fun to assemble. And, yeah. Also recently, just this past weekend, Carrie and I took a little quasi-staycation. Headed down to the Sanibel Island area, where my dad and his wife were for the week. And got to spend an afternoon with them, grabbed lunch at this absolutely fantastic little hole-in-the-wall hot dog joint that looks like it's been there since the 50s.
Because it possibly has been.
More than likely was, but it was absolutely fantastic. And, what was it, Schnappers?
Yeah, Schnappers Hots.
It's just a fantastic little joint. And I love spending time with my dad. He is an absolutely fantastic human being, and 90% of the reason I am the person I am. So it's no surprise that, any opportunity we have to spend time with them, going to jump on it. Even if it means driving 2 hours through storms of love bugs.
Oh my god, love bug season is the worst.
When you're driving down the highway and above the radio you hear and just watching these splatters appear on your windshield, and it's like,
when people in Florida care more about love bug season than they do hurricane season, it literally describes what you need to know of Florida.
Yeah.
It's just the worst.
I saw that on Florida memes today too.
Yes. Hey, I never said I was creative with my memery.
I am a little bit sad though, because the fancy movie theater we like going down there that used to have couch seats, like you could they were actually like love seat theater seats. They replaced their seats, so they're now brand new and smell really nice, but they don't have the love seats anymore.
Oh.
And yeah, we went and saw Detective Pikachu.
Which was way better than it had any right to be. How is it that the first really good video game adaptation movie is a Ryan Reynolds Pokemon movie?
For real.
And why do I want him to make more of them?
Yeah, would not be upset. And, seeing Dad was so nice, we did it twice.
Yep.
Because he and his wife drove up yesterday to hang out with us and grab a bite to eat in our neck of the woods. We took them to Waypoint 6 and had a delightful time talking about all manner of fantastic geeky things and enjoying delicious food at the best and only geek bar in the Tampa Bay area. We love you, 8.6. Please stay forever.
Right.
Right.
And yeah, now that I can legally talk about it.
Yay, Josh's first NDA?
Yay! I've been playing the game.
It's the first one I've told you about anyway, so I don't know anything before that.
Been playing the game this past couple days, provided by the boat in charge here.
Yay.
For ye old Nintendo Switch. Project Nimbus, the completion. And again, coming in at no surprise, it's a robot game.
I got 2 review codes for a robot game, and I'm like, I wonder who this second one is going to go to.
Who do I know that would willingly review this? But yeah, so very, very anime, very robot-y, very splody, but also kind of frustrating.
Oh.
I think they need to do just a little more polish work on the game.
But it's the complete edition.
Not so complete edition. I'm not kidding. I played for probably about an hour after I got home from work today, and there was a situation where I completed a mission, and then while watching the end of mission cutscene, got the mission failed screen because behind the cutscene, the ads that I did not kill because they were not part of the main objective shot me down. Mission complete. Mission failed. Retry. The fuck?
In this topic, Josh discovers what it's like to be a Dark Souls player.
There's reasons we don't play those games.
Yay, I did the thing! Why is the ground opening up?
But yeah, it was a little frustrating to not only have spent, a good 10 minutes on that mission alone, finally beating it, because fuck if I'm going to play it on rookie mode. And then, mission complete. Ooh, finally. Okay, let's see what the subtitles say. Mission... The fuck? What do you mean mission failed? I just completed the mission! You told me mission complete!
You can't tell me mission complete and then mission failed. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
Exactly. And then it's like the next mission or the one after that, you're doing this prison escape sequence and you're putting this little piece of shit old baseline model robot, and the controls on it are so floaty.
Oh no.
Well, and not to mention the mission itself. I came home from work and watched him spend at least 5 minutes standing on a ramp while stuff shot at him overhead. Like, the rounds were missing because of where he was positioned on the ramp. He literally just had to stand there while stuff was shooting.
Oof.
So yeah, I like the concept of the game. I love the mecha design. The controls are mostly good. I had a few little irky moments where it wasn't locking on when I told it to lock on, and I'm not entirely sure if it was because of my distance from the Switch on the couch, or because I've had that happen before, or if it was just getting itself confused with the number of targets that were available to lock onto. But going into it's almost one of those situations where you wonder if it's just not good design or if they purposely made the old and busted unit feel as bad as possible. Because it was like, trying to think of a good analogy. You would move yourself forward and then they would kind of like keep floating forward or start drifting up or start drifting down, and you're not using either of the buttons for ascent or descent. And it's like, how do you expect me to navigate through this bullet hell room with controls like this? And so literally the first half of it was just a matter of waiting until the RNGesus decided to bless me with the right pattern to blow the things up that I needed to blow up to proceed. And that's not good game design.
No, that is not.
So I think it's got a lot of potential, but for a complete edition, it needs a little more polish.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the game itself. I don't know. I mean, one would assume with the subtitle of Complete Edition, meaning that there has been other editions of the game, but I don't know. So I don't know if it just comes from a world where that is a design quirk and not a bug, or what that is.
So yeah, I mean, like I said, it's enjoyable when it's enjoyable. Because man, I love me some Musha style blow a bunch of shit up with one singular unit type of gameplay. But man, when it's bad, those flaws just light up like neon.
Yeah, because you don't have like a spectacular game to hide behind, like you would with say like Breath of the Wild and its flaws. You have the amazingness that is Breath of the Wild. That you can just kind of, the flaws are a little. I can pass these over because it's Breath of the fucking Wild.
Yeah, I think a lot of the flaws with Breath of the Wild that I noticed were very easily excusable from the standpoint of this is the first time they've tried something like this with a Zelda game. It's going to be a little bit of a wonky transition.
Yeah. Just don't play on master mode because those flaws come to the foreground. It's very frustrating. You saw me play master mode.
Yeah, no, I remember master mode. That was
2 a.m. Extra Life the year before last.
Yeah, Extra Life year before last. Watching you literally bash your face against that wall.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't want to say that I'm good at the game, but I feel like I'm good at the game. And then just getting in there, it's like, this is hot bullshit, man.
I mean, you play and enjoy Soulsborne type games, so it's not like you're an Aaron Hansen. I mean,
oof. I have a feeling I should recognize that reference.
Game Grumps, Aaron.
Ah, right. Okay, thank you. Again, not feeling great.
It's okay.
Thank you for EL high-fiving.
That is, that's been the week pretty much. Glad that it's almost over work-wise. Glad I get adjusted tomorrow morning. And glad to be enjoying the weekend here shortly.
Oh my god, I can't wait for the weekend.
Everybody is working for the weekend.
You know, I hated that song until I realized that I do that.
I'm just excited I actually get real weekends again. I'm still not quite over that.
Shots? No?
Shots.
I mean, I think I drink the most out of any person on this call, and I don't do shots, so... They just make my camera worse. No? Okay.
Not true. We just have to go to a Christmas party with a top shelf bar open, then we do shots.
I mean, that's true. You give me free alcohol, shots will flow.
You don't regularly do shots.
Correct. There you go. Yeah, if I'm in my house, my alcohol consumption is limited to a beer or a cider.
And then we make the bartender go, "What's that one?"
Yeah.
Oh, this is how you make that. Here you go.
So if I have an open bar, I'm going to take advantage of it. Monica, I'm looking at you.
Just don't look at us. I'm not paying for that.
So who's next, Josh?
Well,
shots
Carrie,
fired.
did you have much else other than the solar stuff to talk about for yourself? Or
You didn't say shots fired, Coop. You just said shots.
I mean, that's pretty much it. Solar panels, adventures, and dice. So many dice. I got cool dice containers. These open up and I can put my dice in them.
Yay. Oh, those are cool. I've seen those. I'm actively ignoring most things dice related for right now.
Yeah.
No, dog. I heard you like dice.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put dice in your dice.
Rolled a 9.
Also, Shota fired.
Shit, where'd the lid go?
The guy who Lukua is very aggressive towards? I'm sure he's fired something.
There we go.
Zingo. Anyways,
Oh, that show ended tonight.
so yeah, what's up over on the boathouse side of the docks?
Rachel, you, even though I don't have much, you have less to talk about than I have. And also you're sick, so I
we
want
talked
to let you get...
graduation last week, and we had the one thing that was looming over my head to see if I had passed the final stupid freaking sub-test. Woke up on Tuesday morning, checked my email. There was nothing there. Cussed. Quite a few colorful adjectives. Decided I was going to go over to the Florida Education Leadership Exam website, see if anything was updated there, and they just didn't email me. And open it and proceeded to print out a page while CJ was sitting in the living room, and I walked out and just pointed at the printer, and I passed.
Yay!
So I officially am a master's degree holding functional fucking adult.
Rachel is the adultiest adult of us. All
Yay.
hail the adultiest adult.
So there's that. We also went and saw Detective Pikachu, and Grayson slept through the whole thing. It was adorable. Except for a few little spots where he kind of did his wonderfully perfect time going back to sleep.
There was a noise.
Another thing. We're waiting on final paperwork for another thing.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll have news on that maybe next week.
Maybe even tomorrow, depending on when it gets there, but probably
Yeah,
Monday.
but we won't be on the show till next week.
That's true. Yeah, we'll have something by next week, guaranteed.
But possibly even a official date for tugboating. I got crappy news this week. The principal is leaving. We're getting a new principal. I'm not happy.
This change is scary.
Because change
Is indeed scary.
Oh, shut
No,
up.
I actually really like my bosses. Like my assistant principal, who has been, a mentor to me for the last, 2 semesters, this entire school year, to help me get the last of my degree finished. And she's, worked my ass to the bone, which I have been thankful for because it has given me experiences in the field that I'm questioning if I want to be in right now. That even she didn't have the ability to do when she was in my position. And my principal, who's always been, though she has been a mentor to me, she wasn't my direct mentor for school, but I can always go to her and be like, hey, I've got questions about this, or can you help me with that? And I've got questions for this. And, this is really making me crazy. Can you help me out? This is a dumb situation. How would you like me to approach it? I'm not going to have that kind of rapport where I could just walk in and be like, I need a dragon.
Literally what she says to her boss.
Yes, my principal is a Game of Thrones fan, and when she realized that I was also following the show quite closely, the dragons became a thing between us. And anytime we're having a really rough day or we just want to Dracarys the fuck out of something, it's I need a dragon. Can I borrow a dragon? And it's that nice common ground that you have, that inside joke that breaks the monotony and the tension of the crap day you're having. And it came down from our area superintendent that the board of trustees, or whatever, the school board, had voted to change her. Now she's been at our school for, I want to say, 18 years. So seeing her go, especially having worked under her for the last 4, sucks. So have to deal with that. And of course, dealing with this peanut, who is incredibly quiet this evening because reasons. And then, of course, this on top of everything, because I don't normally sound this wonderfully fabulous. Throwing a lot of shit out, playing a lot of stupid games on my phone. I binge watched something on Netflix. What was the name
Ted
of
Bundy.
it? Huh?
Ted Bundy, something awful and horrible.
Oh yeah, I watched the Ted Bundy one with Zac Efron, and I don't know if I can look at him the same again. He definitely is a character method actor and fucking disturbing. That's what it was.
I mean, that's the hallmarks of a good actor, though.
And it's horrible.
That kid grew up since High School Musical, you guys.
Oh no, I've hated him. I equated him with High School Musical, and I was like, I fucking hate him. I'm not watching that shit. Well, I've gone back and since watched it because my daughter wants to watch it. Because I started finally gaining respect for him when he was doing Greatest Showman. And when he did Hairspray is when I was like, okay, maybe he's not so bad. Because he actually acted in those. And I went back and watched High School Musical. I'm like, okay, well, maybe it wasn't so bad, but I'm not going to jump on that train. But watching him in this, he took everything that Ted Bundy, the well-spoken, the charming, the manipulator, just this incredibly handsome man that could have done amazing things if he had used all of these talents for good instead of for the batshit crazy shit he did. There's also a Netflix show called, I think it's Dead to Me.
Yes.
Which is stupid and funny at the same time. And I binge watched something else that I kept falling asleep during. I don't remember what it was called.
So put quotes around those binge watch.
What is it?
I said put quotes around the binge watch.
I watched from behind closed eyes with a baby sleeping on my chest because it was just that enthralling. Yeah.
My wife's a 12-year-old boy.
It was amazing. And one really cool thing happened yesterday, completely on a personal side note. My middle nephew, who is stationed over in the UK, in London, in the Air Force, and his wife had their... So Grayson will have a second cousin to grow up with.
Yay.
Makes me happy. Of course, his wife is fucking trooper. She was pushing for 2 hours, and she did not have drugs because when she got to the hospital, she was too late for them. Yeah, there's no way. I pushed for an hour with Kiara, and I was like, my drugs were running out when I started pushing. I was ready to die.
Dope me up.
And CJ will tell you, that was when I started getting mean.
Very.
With Aaron, I was good up until they shut the drugs off, and he was out in 3 laughs. And this one was out in 2 pushes. So, I mean, my 2 boys were easy. But Theodore Alexander was 8 pounds, 10 ounces. So he officially already weighs more than my peanut. And 12:08 p.m. yesterday, London time. So, yay. Almost exactly a month after me, and she was due exactly 1 month after me. So it was kind of fun to have somebody to be pregnant with and commiserate with, even if she's 6 hours behind me or 6 hours ahead of me. So, was there anything else that I've been doing, CJ? Because I can't remember much.
No.
I'm sleep deprived. It's fabulous.
Oh,
So I'll throw it to you.
So I haven't been doing much. I picked back up Final Fantasy XIV because the next expansion's coming out in the next month. And Square Enix is like, hey, you're going to be getting this expansion. You should probably make sure your account is ready for it. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to make sure my account is ready for it. Other than that, like, I've just been doing a lot of the same stuff I was doing last week. And watching TV, really, outside of AOS and S4 shows. Big Bang Theory it had its series finale tonight.
And I cried.
It was sweet. It was sweet and touching, and hey, a show who is not ending their who is not squandering their series finale. Once the show realized what it wanted to be, it actually was. It was pretty good. Other than that, jeez, still Bloodborne.
Nice.
Not much else. I've just been working a lot, so I'm a boring adult this week. I don't try to be a boring adult, but I am a boring adult this week.
Sometimes you gotta be boring adults in order to be fun kids on the weekend.
Yeah. This weekend we got a cool thing where we're going to the aquarium.
Nice.
With Kia's Girl Scout troop.
A aquarium.
I love the Clearwater Aquarium.
It's a good place.
It is amazing. I freaking love it. There's a reason why it is world famous. Yeah, I don't think I've been doing much else. And I think instead of doing a second half of the show because we're all tired, I think we'll actually end the show a little early. Grayson, hi. Okay. making sure the coop didn't start saying things without me. I think we'll go ahead and wrap up there. I think it's been a very good show. Just kind of talking, hanging out with the four of us.
Nice and chill.
It is. It's nice to just sometimes not do much and just be friends. On that note, it is time for my microphone to fall.
Oh, wow. The mic drop already, CJ?
Right. You can listen to the show live Thursdays at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific over twitch.tv/Geek IO Show or many other places. Just follow us on Twitch. Just follow us anywhere that you may happen to know where we are at. All of social media. Geek IO Show. All of them. Every single one of them. And remember that you can email the show at geek-io.net. Just put boring adults in the subject line. And you can give us a call on our Geek hotline, 727-489-4335. That is 727-489-GEEK. And remember that you can support the stream and everything that we do over the Geek IO Network by heading over to patreon.com/geekio. And you can chat with us anytime, day or night, by getting over to geek-io.net/Discord. We are there most times. Somebody is there pretty much any time of the day. And now it is time for... Do I not... Oh, there it is.
The Summer Movie Smackdown Update.
Indeed. So my dominance has ended. Ending its run this week, though. Ugly Dolls, Ugly Dolls is ending its run this week. Second week. Entering the second week is The Hustle and Detective Pikachu. by Budlong and Raoul. And opening this week are two movies that are just pretty much branches off of the same path.
Yeah.
So you have A Dog's Journey, which is a nice, fluffy...
Sure. Let's hope that's how it is and not Marley and Me.
Cute, adorable dog movie. And then the darkest timeline of that cute, adorable dog movie, John Wick 3, opens this weekend.
Now see, there's John Wick 3 and the OVA that follows his dog.
Somebody pointed that out to me, or pointed it out on the internet, and I read it. I'm like, oh, no. Oh, it came in email. It was like, it was just like, it was Studio Movie Grill advertising. They're like, hey, come see John Wick 3. Oh, no, it was like, what was it? All About Dogs this weekend. John Wick 3 and A Dog's Journey. I'm like, oh, no.
They knew what they were doing.
Oh yeah.
They knew.
It was rough when I like. Oh, it was rough. Now you guys are quiet, assholes. All right. Bring us to our leaderboard. I am still in first place with $20.1 million. Raul is in second place with $9 million. Josh is our comfy middle with $6 million. Monica is in fourth place with $5.1 million. Carrie's in fifth place with $5 million. And Budlong and his hustle finally entering the race at $1.9 million. It's not a bad pull for a single movie, considering nobody knew about it, so I don't even know what the hustle is. But everybody is on the board, so we actually have a race now. Who will win? Will my two movies be able to carry me through the entire event? It would be nice to actually win one.
Right. I mean, if anything's going to give you, that kind of momentum.
Yeah.
Endgame is a damn good thruster to have on that ship.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that we were randomized this time, though, because otherwise everyone was going to save everything for Endgame, and it would have just been a race of who can drop 100 first.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, the randomization helped a lot with this. I mean, this and Toy Story 4 are literally my two movies that I have any money in, so hopefully this setup is good in the follow-through with Toy Story 4, which looks adorable. Some of the previews that they've been putting out for it lately are super cute, and I'm excited. Hey, Josh.
Hey, CJ.
What's been going on the Geek IO Network this week?
It's been a pretty chill week for the network, too.
It has been.
On AOS, Carrie and I took it upon ourselves to talk more One Punch Man, Demon Slayer, and The Fruitiest of Baskets. And we gave a helpful fox a shout at a good job, but just like the hound that would not hunt. So we're still going to see if anything can pop up to fill that fourth slot, but
honestly, at this point, I don't know if there is.
Yeah, bare minimum, I can start talking about the really old anime that have been popping up on Crunchyroll lately. We've been getting some classics on there the past couple weeks, like Captain Harlock, Don Kuga, 8-Man After. There's all this really old late 80s, early 90s, gloriously campy VHS shit.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything relevant this season to really...
And nothing else has really stuck out is the thing.
Yeah, that's the issue. Like
I mean,
the three that we're still covering are pretty much the power trio at the moment.
Yeah.
I've been seeing Shield Hero get some pretty good traction.
Yeah, the problem with that, it's got 4 episodes left?
Yeah.
So it would be weird to hop onto it now at this point. I'd be all for it, but... it would be
jumping in at
odd
the end.
because we basically have to take like an entire episode to shield Hero so far. But outside of that, we had our weekly dice explosion.
Yeah.
The gang is hitting the streets trying to find out what's going down with their friends and get some answers of their own. The crew decide to hit up some old haunts and scrounge up some answers. Is Ruckus palling around with someone special? What's going on with the food? There's one thing for sure, this episode will be unforgettable. This week on The Mana Pool. Clean.
I thought I could describe it.
I mean exploding dice. Fooled you.
I thought I could describe her, but I don't know if I can. Oh my god. I'm excited for next week.
Redaction.
I'm excited for next week to see the reactions that everybody's going to get for next week. And then
More stairs.
and then, oh yeah, that's something I've been working. I've actually been planning for stuff this weekend. We got another recording session this weekend. So
Done.
I'm actually working on that. So that should say something. I'm doing what I did with EXD and the Discord game and actually running numbers. So maybe this time I won't over or under tune an encounter.
Yeah. It's not fun when you do that.
Spreadsheets,
Trust
man.
me.
Well, I mean,
Call me the king of the spreadsheets.
You can't really
Got 'em
help.
all laying out on my bed sheets.
Can't help swings of the dice, but I can run median numbers. If you keep swinging below 2 below anything, then it hurts. All right. Anyway, you guys, we love you. Thank you for hanging out on this very chill episode of the Geek IO Show. We will be right back here next week, where we'll be talking more geeky goodness and hanging out with you guys as we creep ever closer to 300. If you have any ideas, if you have any clips, concerns, anything that you want to hear on episode 300, make sure you email us, show@geek-io.net, or hit us up on the Discord with anything that you want us to take a look at. Because we love everything that you guys do for us, and we greatly appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day and listening to us, regardless of day, night, what you're doing. If you're driving, hi, watch out for that squirrel. It's about to cross. Oh, okay, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It lived.
Pass its reflex save.
Yes. We've had some show titles, and we're going to go ahead and take a time for Carrie to embarrass herself to read them. Actually, not many that are embarrassing this time around.
It'd help if I typed titles correctly. Yeah, there's three. There's My Wife is a 12-Year-Old Boy, Tricerabox, and Dope Me Up.
Yeah, because, I was trying to keep everything going in the chat, and didn't have the opportunity to put stuff in there. All right, guys. We love you. Be good to one another. We will see you right back here next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Fuck your push up.
You have been listening to a Geek IO Media Network LLC production. Would you like to convert that to pounds? Copyright 2019.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.